Welcome to Chat with Pat. I'm your host, Patricia Peters. We'll dive into fascinating topics, share inspiring stories. We're going to share our thoughts and explore new ideas. Me and you. Get ready for 30 minutes of fun, learning, and connection. Who's ready to chat? And we are live. It's Thursday night, guys. And guess what? On Chat with Pat, I'm having the second guy on my show. Isn't he lucky? He is my second male on this show, and I am ecstatic. I am so happy because Joey is one of my business partner. We've attended several different group meetings. So I am honored to have Joey today. But let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Patricia Peters. I'm a mom, a wife, a daughter, a sister, a friend, a neighbor, and I am a digital entrepreneur. So prior to all of this, I was born in Guyana. I've been living in New York for 26 years. I've been a nanny. I've been a banker. I've been a lead trainer. I've been a CI coordinator. And now I am a full-time business entrepreneur. But much said about me. Let me tell you about this handsome fella on screen, a little bit about him. All right. His name is Joseph Yatko. He is a man on a mission, a devoted father, a loving husband, and a dedicated professional. He balances the demands of a full-time job while building something far greater, a legacy. He sees the immense potential of the digital business he's shaping, not just as a means to provide for his family, but as a platform to transform lives. With unwavering commitment and quiet determination, he is steering his venture towards a future where thousands of parents around the world can reclaim their time, financial freedom, and the ability to live their best lives now, not someday. Soft spoken yet profoundly influential, Joey doesn't just dream, he executes. His kindness, his manners, and his deep respect for others set him apart in the world that often rewards the loudest voices. But make no mistake, his vision is daring, his journey is gutsy, and his story is one that will leave hearts pounding and minds inspired. He isn't just building a business, he is building a movement. And through perseverance, integrity, and an unshakable belief in the power of helping others, he is shaping the future that will outlive him, one that his children and countless families across the globe will benefit for generations to come. So, Joey, I am honored to have you as the second guy on my show. And I am deeply honored. So thank you for accepting my invitation and gracing me with your presence. Joey, take it away. Tell us something about yourself.
Oh my gosh, that was so beautiful and so inspiring. I hope I can live up to that intro. But anyway, Patricia, my
Mhm.
wife is Guyanese.
What? Joey, that's news to me. Oh
Yeah,
my goodness.
I, I was waiting for this interview to happen so that I can tell you that
Oh my God.
my
Wow,
wife's
you're
from
one
Guyana.
lucky guy. Or maybe she's one lucky girl.
Same. So,
Mhm.
anyway, I want to thank you so much for inviting me and sharing this night with you, the spotlight with you, because I hear about you a lot, and I see you a lot in our meetings. So,
Okay.
and
Okay.
I know you're always engaged, and I really appreciate your involvement in the community. So I truly appreciate you
Mhm.
and your contribution to this community. So, just a little bit about me. You're right, Joseph from Hamilton, Canada. I have a wife and two young adults. I am a retired IT professional from the banking industry, like you.
Yeah.
I'm also a
Uh-huh.
financial advocate, self-taught on financial planning and retirement planning. At the same time, a very active stock market and real estate investor for many years. But the most proud moment that I've accomplished or that I've done is really starting this digital business about a little over a year now. So
Mhm.
again, I thank you very much for sharing the spotlight, and I'm looking forward for this interview, and I'm kind of wondering as to what kind of surprise you have for me.
Joey, you don't know how I am honored to have you here, especially if you married a Guyanese woman. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Why did you keep that a secret from me so long? Oh my goodness. Wow. So are you going to Chula Vista?
No, I was going to, but I decided not to go because you know what? I wanted to put that budget in the ad. In the ad.
Perfect.
So,
Perfect.
are
And that
you're
makes
going, right?
perfect sense. I'm going for the first time. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So I'm really
I will go to the
excited.
DR one. The DR one in 2026. I will go to that one for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow. So I'm speaking to a half Guyanese guy now. Makes me feel very comfortable.
Yeah.
Joey, yes, I am so happy that you're here. And let's go into the questions. So, your first question is, I know everybody tell me I give hard questions, difficult questions. Joey is the only one that, can I have another question?
Yeah.
Yes. So, your first question is, what inspired you to start this business and what excites you the most about it?
What inspired me in this digital business is really the opportunity in changing people's lives. That's one of the things that I loved about my job in the corporate world.
Hmm.
I've been a manager for
Hmm.
many, many years. And one of the joys that I have is seeing my team members or staff members getting rewarded for things that
Hmm.
they've done, like hard work and all that stuff, and all the accomplishments that they've done. I'm really always cheering for them. But with this digital business that gives that opportunity for changing people's lives, and actually it's the actual mission of our digital business of transforming people's life. That's one of the things that inspired me. And there's other things as well because of my family, of course.
Hmm.
I want to do um, uh, you know support for my family, financial support in the future. And I saw this digital business the way we can earn four streams of income,
Hmm.
and the most important to me is the passive income, which we can pass on to our kids and grandchildren. So generational wealth, right? So that's sort of inspired me because being a financial advocate, I'm always looking at the future, and I'm always looking at making sure that myself and my family is taken care of financially, right?
Absolutely. That's a beautiful answer, Joey. And you have worn so many hats and you've done so many things and you're so talented, you're so brilliant. But then you made the best decision in your life to do this business. Why? Because you want to leave a legacy for your family.
Yeah.
And that's what the beauty of this business is. It's not for us to enjoy alone, but pass it on to the next generation,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So people who are looking out there, if you want to leave the future generation something to
Mhm.
enjoy, this is your opportunity. This is your golden ticket. Joey is wise enough to make this choice. I am smart enough to make this choice. And you out there, nothing is guaranteed in life.
Right.
Not the corporate world, no jobs, nothing. They're there for a time and you will get laid off, you'll get fired, you retire and stuff like that. But if you retire, right, have enough money to enjoy your golden years? If not, this is an opportunity. I interviewed one of my business partner recently, and she's retired, but the money Social Security is giving her, she
Yep.
is not able to pay her bills, can't maintain her lifestyle, and there is lack of money, right? So she started this business and now she's enjoying her retirement. So, guys, if you want to take it upon yourself and you want to live a mediocre life and you want to continue that way, that's fine with us. But we
Right.
are here to share the good news. As a Filipino, you're Filipino, right?
Yes, I am.
As a Filipino and as a Guyanese, that's what we do. When we know of a good thing, we share it with people. Right, Joey?
Yeah. Yes,
Awesome.
absolutely right. Hey, thanks,
Very nice.
thanks for reminding me. I keep forgetting when I introduce myself. I keep forgetting that I am from I was born in Manila, Philippines. So I keep forgetting that because I've been here for so long. I just Many
I
years.
know, even though we may move from one country to another, but
Yeah.
we are Filipino and Guyanese to the
Yes.
bones, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. So your next question, Joe, is what has been your biggest challenge so far, and how are you overcoming it?
My when I started this digital business, my biggest challenge was time management. Time management was something that I struggled with because I had um, I don't know if you know, but when I started this digital business, we were building, or we just moved into our new home.
Okay.
So we were building at, we were sort of building and slash repairing at the same time, uh,
Right.
and contractors coming in and out of the house, and time management for me was very difficult because they have their own time, right,
Mhm,
and they can just come in whenever because
mhm,
obviously they have to finish the job. So I had to juggle a lot when it comes to my tasks to do and,
mhm.
and goals that I wanted to accomplish during that time. But time management has always been a key factor to me, and I think it's just being organized and being more diligent has helped me get through those challenges. But to me, that's the number one issue that I've had.
That's yeah, right, right. And we all have some kind of hindrance and some kind of obstacle,
Yeah,
something to come in our way, right? Every time
yeah,
we feel motivated, there's always something that keep us back, right? And
yes,
your time is time management. But Joey, when this becomes your plan A, you don't have to worry about time management anymore.
exactly.
You'll leverage time in abundance, right?
That's right.
And
That's
you
right.
will enjoy your family, you will enjoy your life and your relatives and additional families as well. And I went through I heard this quote and it says, if you don't have money, use your time to
Mm.
make money. If you have money, use your money to save time. But if you're busy and broke, clearly something is wrong with you, right?
Yeah,
Right.
right.
So I hope you may take your money and make some time, or
Yeah,
take the money and make time, whatever the case might be.
absolutely, absolutely true.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when you are in this business, that's it gives you so much freedom to enjoy your life and your loved ones around you. So,
I,
Joey, I hope your plan A stump up and you start enjoying your time, right?
oh, absolutely. I mean, we just came back from a trip, and I was also working at the same time, and
Mm-hmm.
posting my ads and stuff like that, and I'm on vacation, right? So it's actually a perfect recipe, to suit your lifestyle and also work at the same time and earn money online.
I know. I thought to tell people the honest truth, this is the most fun job,
Yes,
business or fun job I've ever experienced. Right?
yes.
I get to do the things I love, while my business is generating an income behind the scene. Right? And like today, I woke up this morning and I cook like 5 dishes today, right? Guyanese food. I make 5 dishes and then I end up in the garden planting plants and stuff like that. So you find time with this business to do things that you love and you enjoy, and your business works in automation. And
Hmm.
that's the beauty of this business. And
Yeah.
we're all 200 over 250,000 people right now are enjoying this business, and they're smiling in the back of their mind like, "Oh my god, I wish people would know about this business." You know?
Yeah.
And that is why we are sending out our ads, because we want everyone to enjoy the benefits we're enjoying.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
Joey, your next question is, what has been your biggest challenge so far, and how are you? Did I answer that question already?
Yeah, yeah. That was the
You're
second one.
moving too fast.
That's okay.
Oh my goodness. So your next question is, how do you stay motivated even when things feel uncertain or tough?
It doesn't take me. It doesn't. I don't get a hard time of staying motivated because I've always looked at my whys, and my why is about my family's future, right? That's really my why, my family's
Mhm.
future and my future as a retired uh, person. Because, I know for a fact that a lot of people out there are struggling because
Mm-hmm.
they cannot control the cost of living, right? Nobody
Right.
can control the cost of living. Like you just said earlier, that
Mm-hmm.
this lady is retired, but she's
Mm-hmm.
having trouble
Mm-hmm.
with her
Retirement.
way of life, yeah, in
Just what do you
retirement
do?
financially. So
Yeah.
to me, I always look at my why, and that why drives me, motivates me to keep doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And the thing with me is, coming from the corporate world, we were already sort of educated and trained to have the right
Mhm.
mindset, right?
Right.
That
Mhm.
mindset is really very helpful, and thinking positively is really, really helpful. So whenever
Mhm.
I'm wherever I feel that way, that I
Mhm.
feel like I'm discouraged and stuff like that, I just look at my why, and not only that, I continue to reach out to people such as you,
Uh-huh.
to continue to inspire each other, motivate each
Inspired.
other,
Yeah.
for some, whether it's a story
Mhm.
behind your life, or something that you can say to me or say to you to be
Mhm.
motivated even further, right? So to me, it
Absolutely.
doesn't make me it's not difficult for me to be unmotivated. I'm always so motivated. I'm always thinking positive, and I'm always thinking of my whys. And this is the reason why I continue to do this business, regardless of what happens to me, whether I'm not in the mood, or I'm not, or I don't have time. I still try to make time.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing, Joey. And even though we haven't met personally, we just only see each other through Zoom meetings, right?
Yeah,
I could sense that you are a very motivated, wonderful human being who's a go-getter, who wants to get things done and who's striving for excellence. That's what I get, just by being in your presence at our meetings. And I hope you continue to be that way and stay affirm and keep motivating yourself. Having this mindset of motivation, I tell people all the time, if you don't have an open mindset, it's like a parachute that is closed, right? A closed parachute would not work, right? You can't jump off a plane with a closed parachute. You know the end result, what it's going to be, right? So you
yeah.
have to have an open mindset, because when you have an open mindset, avenues open, right?
Hmm.
Things get better. You see the distance, you know the end results when you have an open mindset. So
Yep.
always stay clear. I tell people, wake up in the morning with clarity, have intentions going about your day, and do them consistently. Because if you don't, as human beings, if you don't have an open mindset and if you don't have structure in our life, we're just living wayward, like by guess, right?
Yeah.
So we need to be disciplined, we need to be motivated, we need to have our mindset transformed in order to have a nice, decent, productive, successful life. Right?
Agreed. Totally agree.
Yes, you're sweeping through these questions. Now I know why you like these questions. Boy, they're too easy.
You can add more if you want.
All right. So what is one lesson you've learned that surprised you?
Oh my gosh, Patricia. One of the things that I um, surprised me is going in front of the camera and speaking publicly in social media.
Uh-huh.
I never have thought that
Uh-huh,
I
that you'll
can
ever
do
do that.
this. I could, when I was in the corporate world, I hated the camera. I
Hmm.
hated to be in the spotlight. I hated to be in front of a camera speaking, and I
Hmm.
get nervous, right? I get nervous
Right,
speaking
right,
to
right.
publicly. But I learned through our coaches, our mentors, and
Yeah.
obviously as part of our marketing and advertising, that you have to show who you are, and you have to show how genuine you are. And one of the things that I always remember from one of our coaches, um, Coach Mercy. I don't know if you know Coach Mercy.
Mm-mm.
She's from Toronto, right?
Okay.
She told me, you know what, Joseph, she says, just go in front of camera and say whatever you want, and if you made a mistake, doesn't
It's
matter.
okay.
Just keep, yeah,
Yeah.
just keep continuing in what you want to say, because
Yeah.
you never know as to whatever value or whatever lessons I may have to share could help that person, that one person. So she
Yes.
motivated me to go in front of
Mm.
the camera, and since that day, I
Mhm.
did the 90-day challenge.
Oh, wow.
for 90, straight 90 days. And then now I even made a promise to myself that I'm going to go live on a
Mhm.
daily basis or every other day at least. And
Mhm.
because I feel as though is that I have something to share that maybe can help people. Right. So that's how
Absolutely.
I looked at it. That's how I looked at it. And that's why now I can say I'm more comfortable now, but
Yeah.
obviously I can improve better hopefully in the near future.
Nice, very nice, very nice, Joey. You know, I've been on social media, Facebook especially, since 2009, and
Wow.
I never did a live, never go
Okay.
live, because I'm always scared. What will people think,
Yeah.
and what will people say, right?
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
was always scared, like I could never pull myself to do that.
Yeah.
And when I started this business, it it transformed my whole mindset because I realized that if I do that, that is what's gonna get me an income, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That is what's gonna make me retire early.
Yeah.
So what do I think about what society say? I don't care.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I
But you
don't
know
care
what?
what society
But what I've
thinks.
heard you, but what I've heard you when I saw your when I saw you in the meetings, I think
Uh-huh.
what I heard you say too is that you also want to help people,
Yes.
especially with this new opportunity on this digital business. So to me, that is such a great gift to give this
Mhm.
opportunity. And if that person even becomes successful, then you know what, you've done
Accomplish something.
more.
Yes.
Yeah, you've done
Yes.
more than what you can promise the person, right? So
Right.
to
Mhm.
me, the opportunity is just so big in this digital business that I hope that people just see it. And you're right, it's probably not for everyone, but to
Mhm.
me, when the right person comes in and it's a right
Mhm.
fit for them,
Right.
they'll be very successful for sure.
Yes. So, and I always tell people this business is for people who want to make a difference in their lives.
Yes. Yeah.
This business is for people who don't just want to survive,
Yeah.
but to start living.
Yes.
Because most of us are immigrants in this country. We came from one country or another, right? And we
Yeah.
came here with a plan and a purpose to have a better life. And what are we doing with our purpose? Are we just sitting back, relaxing, watching everyone getting by, getting wealthy and richer and productive and prosperous? And we just relax because our mind is lazy, right?
Yeah.
Are
No.
we just are we just want to sit back and just live comfortably with a mediocre paycheck, $300-400 a week? Are we satisfied with that? Look at your children's face.
Yeah.
When was the last time you take them to a nice, decent restaurant? When was the
Mhm.
last time you take them out shopping? When was the last time you take them on a vacation? Think about these things. Are you living for yourself or your family? You can
Mhm.
do both with this business, right?
Exactly.
You can
Exactly.
do both with this business. So, and going back to what society thinks, listen, guys, I am living my life and I'm setting an example as a Guyanese woman, and I'm inviting people to come to this business because I know the benefits, I know the rewards, I know the end result. Joe, you know the end result of this business. And that is why you see us on social media. That is why we're here. We're spreading it like the gospel. We want people to know about it because
Yeah.
it's a good thing. And when
Yeah.
we see a good thing and we know a good thing and we experience a good thing, that is why we want to share it.
That's
Right,
right.
Joe?
Yeah. That's right.
Amazing. Amazing. Yes. So, Joey, you're breezing through these questions, guy. Oh my goodness. Wow.
I wanna hear about your rice and peas or peas and rice.
Our cook of rice. Oh my goodness. So I bet you get to eat a lot of cook of rice, right?
Oh yeah.
So your final question is, Joey, you said that you want a lot of questions, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So good. How do you push past fear and step into new opportunities?
How do I push? Was that again? What? How do I push?
Push past fear and step into new opportunities.
Um, w- I'm a type of person that likes to do um, research, right? And a lot, and that the part of that research is also, I call it risk mitigation.
Mm-hmm.
So these fears that I used to have, or skepticism that I used to have,
Mm-hmm.
I sort of answered some of them based on research, asking a
Right.
lot of questions,
Mm-hmm.
doing research as to whether it is a legitimate business or is this the right thing to do for me,
Mm-hmm.
trying to make sure that it fits my goals in life, trying to uh, ascertain that, and then at the same time, um, what else did I did? What I did was, oh, I did risk analysis. So my wife and I used to own a franchise in a retail space, massage therapy business
Mm-hmm.
here in Toronto, and we ran it for about 5 years. So we kind of have a experience on
It's a
brick
business,
and
right?
mortar business, right? So when
Mm-hmm.
I weighed or did the pros and cons between traditional brick and mortar business versus the digital business,
Mm-hmm.
it's night and day, right? Because on the
Yes,
on a brick and
absolutely.
mortar business, your risks a lot higher, especially financially. You have high
Mm-hmm.
startup costs and you have operational costs that can eat away your revenue
Yes,
and profit, right? Whereby the
right.
digital business, what is the risk mitigation? Well, the risk really sure, we have a startup cost because we are a legitimate business, so we have a startup cost, but very little when it compares to a franchise, traditional
Right.
business, and our advertising cost and marketing cost. Those are the only two. Otherwise, we don't have
Absolutely.
any other operational costs. So to me, when I weighed which one is going to be more successful, well, obviously the digital business because it's less riskier financially, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
that's how I sort of did my, you can call it risk analysis and research
You're
along the
fair.
way,
Mhm.
when I made the decision of joining the business.
Yes, Joey said it clearly, guys. This is not a brick and mortar business. You don't have to have employees. You don't have to do
Right.
inventories. You don't have to stock up your shop or your grocery or your business place. You don't have to renovate. You don't have to hire employees, right? You don't have to spend thousands, hundreds and thousands of dollars. You
Yeah.
just have to pay 149 to get into the business and just invest in yourself after that.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Right? And you don't have to worry that your employees are gonna come in late and they're gonna call out and nothing of the sort. You
Yeah.
are your own boss.
Yeah. And I want to add that 149 is fully refundable within 30 days.
It is refundable, yes. And Joey, what does that 149 get us? Tell them what does a 149 get us?
Well, the 149 gets you access to information about the digital business. It gives you a lot of a lot of more information about the business model, right?
Mm-hmm.
The products that we're affiliated with, the company that we're affiliated with, right? So it
Mm-hmm.
gives the person a lot of details in making a decision whether they want to join this digital business. So that 149 again is good for 30 days, and if you're not happy, then just request for a refund and would be happy to refund it to you, because we know that this digital business is not for everyone. It is not for everyone. It is for people that are coachable, has the right mindset, they have their biggest why. That's why they want to, I guess, start their own digital business and persevere to some of these challenges. I mean, when I say challenges, it's within themselves, right? The challenges within themselves. There's no other challenges in externally from
Right.
running or owning this digital business. So to me, it's really about baby steps, taking that
Mm-hmm.
149, doing a lot of research, doing your coaching call, and asking a lot of questions.
Mm-hmm.
And again, if you're not happy, you get a refund in it. But if you are happy, then we
You join
welcome
the
you
business. Yes.
wholeheartedly.
Absolutely. It gives you a training platform, video-based
Yes.
training, guys. It give you all the tools that you can do this business, and everything is digital. You don't have to worry that, oh, I don't know how to do this and I don't know how to do that. You have a community of over 250,000 people who is there ready, willing, and able to help you every step of the way. All right. Good. Very good, Joey. Nice answer. In my times of fear, I always go back to the scriptures. And the
Yes.
scriptures say God hasn't given us a spirit of fear, but of love, of power, and a sound mind. And every time I feel fearful, I was like, hell no, get out of here. I'm a child of God and I can do this, right?
Right. Right. Thank you for sharing that.
Yes. So your next question is, What advice would you give to someone just starting out? So this is a question I'll open that you can share with the audience. So there are people, I will summarize this question for you, right? There are people on the fence, people who have skepticism, people who want to join this business, they want to start, and they have so many excuses. Joey, can you sell them this business or invite them to this business for us?
Yeah, well, that's a good question actually, and it's something that people should always keep in mind, that there is a reason why they're watching this video. There's a
Mhm,
reason why they're looking into certain things, because obviously they're looking for something to improve or change their lives for the better. So if you are already watching this video, or you're even watching us
on a
from
replay.
from far or whatever, then you're looking for something that interests you and may um, uh, may be important to you, uh,
Mhm,
in the long run. So my recommendation and my advice is that do your research, follow your dreams and goals. Don't settle for anything else. I know a lot of people now these days are just settling, like
mhm,
working for a company or so, because they're just settling and they're just getting complacent. But
mhm,
if they have a big why, the reasons why they're looking for a change of life or changing their lives for the better, if
mhm,
they're looking for something else to supplement their income, or maybe turn this digital business or whatever it is, this opportunity into their plan A, then do your research and take baby steps, right? Take baby steps, because they're the only ones that's going to be comfortable to move forward. And for them to move forward, or for you all to move forward, do your due diligence and do your research. Ask a lot of questions, like I mentioned earlier too, do some risk mitigation, risk
mhm.
analysis, and then take action and take baby steps. And sooner or later, you'll find yourself in the same shoes that we're in. And we are so proud of this digital business, and we never look back. So I hope that gives them the advice that they're looking for.
Absolutely, Joey. If you are in Canada, anywhere in Canada, Joey is a great mentor. Look at his website on our screen right now, and you have my website as well. So if you're looking for something a little bit, a $300-400 more extra, I'm just throwing that out there, and you want to have a life of sufficient, right? You want to have a life of abundance. You want to live comfortably. You want your family to enjoy the one life they have. This is your moment. This is your time. Take action. This is one of the best business online right now,
Yeah.
whereby 90% of the business is automated. The back work is done for you already. Your 10% is doing what we are doing, advertising our life, our story, advertising the business through our story. I have a story. Joey have a story. You all have a story. We need to hear your story. So why not join us today and let's tell your story as well. All right. With that being said, Joey, you did amazing. And you
Thank
have
you.
a bonus question.
Oh, cool. Okay. Okay, cool.
You answered 6 questions and you have a bonus one as well. So, your bonus question is, if you were given an opportunity to have a dinner date with any of your business partners, who would it be and why? Ah, Joey,
A,
eyes open this big.
a dinner date?
A dinner date with any of your business partners. Who would it be and why?
I'm gonna go big on this one, and I'm gonna choose Darren and Mike. And
Amazing.
the reason being is because they are the true entrepreneur on this
Mhm.
digital business, because they're the ones that actually founded this digital business, and they actually put it together. They actually put a package together to all
Yes.
the business owners that have joined, and make it successful for any type of person, or any background, or any different walks of life, for a person to succeed in this digital business. So we've got different professions in this digital business. We have caregivers, we have engineers, we have doctors, we have dentists, we have you bankers like me,
Mhm.
IT professional, realtors, and stuff like that.
Yes.
All of us, all of
Mhm.
us, at different walks of life, are becoming very, very successful in this digital business. Why? Because it's so easy to
Mhm.
follow and to execute, right?
Right.
So to me, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your culture is. It doesn't matter what your color is. It doesn't matter what your profession is. It doesn't matter what you've learned. It doesn't matter if you've gone to school. You can be successful in this digital business because the way they put the package together, the business solution package,
It's
is
beautifully done.
it is actually very successful, and I think the success rate is pretty good, right?
Mhm. Right.
considering
Yes.
considering that the kind of background each person has, right?
Right.
So to me, that is to me that is that's to me that's why I want to even
Have a dinner date with them.
dinner date with Darren and Mike, because I want to know how the heck were they able to do this, right?
Yeah.
I want to
Well,
ask them those questions.
Joseph, they said two heads are better than one,
Yeah.
and those two heads are powerful, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Those guys lay the foundation for thousands of
Yes.
people to follow,
Yeah.
right?
And
They,
the thing is, Patricia, the thing is that their mission of transforming people's lives one at a time, starting with our own, truly, truly is answering that mission. It's actually happening right now, where
yeah.
thousands of lives are changing, and
Hmm.
because of what they put together for people to join, to operate, and to manage as a business owner, right? So to me, I feel as though is that I have so many questions from them that I want to
Hmm.
hear their story as well, and because it's so
And how
very
they come up
interesting
with the
guys.
idea, right? And Joey, that's amazing. And I hope Mike and Darren is watching this and hope one day they'll take you out to dinner. Yes. So I want to thank Mike and Darren on behalf of the whole dream team for
Yeah,
laying a foundation where lives are being transformed and homes are being rejuvenated. Families are so happy and prosperous and
yeah,
successful. So thank you both for doing
yeah.
this kind deed for all of us. And that brings us to the end of our chat with Pat. And every time I leave my show, I always like to leave by saying, if you look around and you find that there are no good human beings in the world, please be the first one to be kind, caring, and loving. And Joey, I want to say thank you so much for being a part of this interview and for being here on Chat with Pat. I really, really appreciate your presence here today, Joey. Thank you so much. And we want to say good night to everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next interview.
Yes, thank you so much, Pat. Thank you for sharing the spotlight with you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night, folks.